This program contains dramatic reenactments and material that may be disturbing to some audience members. Viewer discretion is advised.
You can make your way down to the Supra village, and the falls are right down there.
When 25-year-old Linda Skvama gets lost in the Grand Canyon.
Coca, no!
Before she heads off to the canyon, Linda stops off at a local store to buy postcards and let her family know that she's fine.
Do you know if there are any organized tours to the waterfalls?
No organized tours as such. If you drive up to the hilltop campsite, you can make your way down to the Supra village, and the falls are right down there.
Okay, that's good. Thanks.
By the time they get there, it's already lunchtime. It's late in the day to be setting off on a hike. But undeterred, Linda heads off into the valley.
Off we go. Come on.
It's 8 miles to the waterfalls near the Supra Indian village, where Linda plans to spend the night, then head back to her car in the morning. The heat makes hiking slow, and after a few miles, the trail becomes hard to follow. By mid-afternoon, Linda is still miles from the Supra village. But as the afternoon draws on, the trail appears endless.
You can make your way down to the Supra village, and the falls are right down there.
One way leads towards the waterfalls and the safety of the Indian village. The other, out into the vast wilderness of the Grand Canyon. Thinking she's heading towards the village, Linda heads off with Coca.
Coco!
With night approaching, Linda knows that it's too late to go back to the junction and try the left-hand turn. She has no option but to keep going. If she doesn't make it to the Indian village before dark, she'll be stranded in the middle of nowhere. Linda's backpack weighs over 20 pounds and is slowing her down. Ditching the backpack will mean leaving behind her sleeping bag, food, and only supply of water. With no experience of being out in the wild, Linda makes a terrible decision.
Coca! Hello!
But as night falls, Linda and Coco are just tiny specks in the vast canyon floor.
Is anybody there? Help! Is anybody there? Help
As the temperature on the canyon floor plummets, Linda is totally unprotected against the cold. Her only source of comfort is her best friend, her pet dog, Coco Jin. During the night, Linda wandered off the trail and has now lost her bearings in the maze of the Grand Canyon Valley. She's completely stranded. Linda has no option but to keep looking for a trail that will lead her to her backpack and out of the canyon to safety. After hours of walking, all she can see is the relentless monotony of the canyon wilderness. By mid-afternoon, the temperature in the canyon rises to over 100 degrees. And neither Linda nor Coco Jin have had a drop to drink in nearly 24 hours. In these conditions, human beings need around 2 gallons of water a day.
Coco! Come on. Tired? Pretty tired right now.
But by early evening, Linda realizes she and Coco Jin are still completely lost within the vast wilderness. Every year, around 4 people die of dehydration in the canyon. In this heat, Linda will be lucky to survive another day without water. Linda is desperate to find a water source, but in the dry and arid Grand Canyon, they are few and far between. But late on the 3rd day, she sees her first glimpse of hope. Linda has found a lifeline, a tiny desert spring. But the water is trickling down agonizingly slowly. The drips supplied just enough water to allow Linda to regain her strength. Finding the tiny water supply has given Linda hope. But the next day, she looks in her diary. For 5 days, Linda searches north, south, east, and west of her base. But each day ends in crushing disappointment. Linda is trapped in the endless maze of the canyon, and she starts to believe she will never escape. Throughout the ordeal, only her mental strength has kept her going. She has survived 12 days without food and very little water, and now her body is beginning to wither away. Having used up all of its fat reserves, her body is now eating itself away. Without food, her meager water supply, and the companionship of Coco Gin are the only things keeping her alive.
Coco, no!
But when Coco knocks over 2 hours worth of carefully collected water, it's too much for Linda to bear.
Stupid dog!
Frightened by her outburst, Coco disappears into the canyon. It gradually dawns on Linda that she might never see him again.
Coco! Coco!
And by mid-afternoon, it's clear he's gone for good. After 11 freezing nights out in the wilderness, a violent storm blows into the canyon. But the makeshift shelter does little to keep off the torrential rain and provides no defense against the predators lurking in the undergrowth. The bottle is a glimmer of hope. Linda knows that finding the bottle might just save her life. If she can fill it with water, she can travel further than ever before, and maybe find a way out of her ordeal. For the first time in 13 days, Linda sees a chance of escape. With the bottle full of water, Linda leaves the camp with no intention of returning. This time, she plans to just keep on going as far as she can.
I had so much more that I wanted to experience. To give up was just, it wasn't an option at that point.
But after 2 whole days of wandering, she's still trapped on the floor of the valley. Climbing the rocks is dangerous, but it's her only chance of being able to see a possible way out. But when Linda finally reaches the top of the plateau, she realizes her efforts have been in vain. For the first time in days, Linda discovers she's not alone in the canyon. In the barren landscape, this sign of life gives Linda renewed faith. Once more, Linda is alone. But following the horses has led her to a welcome sight.
Oh, wow.
As night falls, Linda drifts in and out of consciousness. Linda is starting to fantasize about an end to her hunger. Almost 3 weeks after getting lost, Linda finally hears the sound she's been yearning for. Back in Pittsburgh, when Linda fails to arrive at work, her family finally realizes she's missing, and prompted by the postcard she sent them, they've triggered an aerial search of the canyon. It seems her ordeal is finally over. If she can't be seen from the air in the vast canyon, the chances are she'll never be found. Linda's brother and sister-in-law have now joined the search. They arrive at the same sign where Linda mistakenly turned right and out into the wilderness.
Which way do you think?
I don't know. Velage Canyon? This way. Maybe.
Linda's brother and sister-in-law turn left towards the Supra village and away from where Linda remains stranded in the canyon. After 19 days, battling to stay alive, Linda finally gives up. Four Native Americans from the local village had noticed footprints in an area where tourists don't venture, and using traditional tracking methods, have managed to locate Linda in the vast canyon.
You could tell by the looks on their faces that they were kind of amazed to find me alive. It was just joyous.
And waiting for her in the nearby Indian village are her brother and sister-in-law.